Buenas noches a todos, bienvenidos una vez más a Lili Sin Barrera, aquí en mi casita. Welcome everybody one more time. We're here at Lili Sin Barreras this evening. As many of you probably already know, we're going to have a queen. But before that queen comes up, I want to tell you a couple of things. I want to dedicate this show to my granddaughter, who's 17 years old. I want to remind you that these young people are doing so much for our society. Toda esta juventud está haciendo tanto por nuestra sociedad. Tienen tanta pasión, tanto amor, tanto cariño. They are in love with that youth, and rightly so. It is up to us as a community to embrace them, their ideas, their thoughts, their creative wills. But I hope that all of us can join this so tender generation that still has so much wisdom. The queen that you are going to meet tonight, when I read her bio, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's 12. And it's incredible the things that you can already say about her. I'm going to bring her up in just a minute. I want to thank every police officer at the Capitol in the city of Hartford when the vigil was held last week. For a student, non-binary, that passed away by bullying. So I really want to thank them. They kept all of us safe. They kept all of us, engaged, and they were very kind and very generous. I also want to thank our brother forever, Jeffrey Dressler and Sammy Vega, for always supporting Lili Sin Barreras and our mission here on Lili Sin Barreras. So you guys all know how I feel about Jeffrey, and soon you will see some of his ads coming up. But add to that the kindness and love of people that gets us through every month by their donation, their support, by signing up, subscribing to our channel. So if you haven't, we ask you to do that now. Giving you the opportunity to meet this queen tonight. And I say, yes, you, the opportunity. So take it from there after you hear her speak. I have been very impressed with her. I've had the privilege of meeting her mom, who has followed through, has engaged, who always has the same smile as her daughter does. And today I learned that she was also a queen. So this runs in the family. So I want to tell you a little bit about this beautiful smile, but we're going to bring her up here. And are you ready? You look so beautiful. She's in our green mood. She's smiling. Jenna Lee Celestina Aponte. So apunten eso, okay? Write it down. Because just like me, she has one of those long names that comes with tradition. Hola.
Hi.
How are you, my love?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. Now, I know that you reside in East Hartford. I know that the house is full of boys.
Yes.
And that you're the only girl.
Yes.
Should we pray for you now?
Yeah.
Are we praying for the brothers?
Both.
Wait, should we pray for mom? I don't know. I think we should start praying now, right? Everybody, let's pray. So you reside in East Hartford. For those of you who are not familiar with the greater Hartford area, we are still in Connecticut. So that's where we are. But you also go to school in East Hartford, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Not a bad place to be.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to give a shout out to your school?
Yes, I go to East Hartford Middle.
There you go. East Hartford Middle. So everybody be cool, because she's already said hello. And you're also 12 years old.
Yep.
So let's talk a little bit about, when do you decide? It was so great to hear that you're following in the footsteps of mom, because they're good footsteps, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you mentioned to me that around 8, mom said, would you be interested? And you're like, no, gracias. No, passing on. But by the age of 10, you were like, maybe mommy got something going on here. Maybe mommy got smarter within 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Which is usually what happens, right? So You are Miss Preteen.
Yes.
What does that entail? Can you educate us a little bit of what your duties are?
Okay, so what I love being queen and what I be doing is community service and events like the parades or the banquets, which are my favorite because I love going to them. Or the people that I meet. I meet so many people this year. I'm like, you ask me who they are, I'm like, I know them, yup. But mostly importantly is being a role model to these girls and show them what it's like to be in this cultural pageant. I love learning about I learned about this culture, my culture and stuff. So it was really fun and I really enjoyed it. So I really want these girls to understand that it's okay to be Puerto Rican. It's actually great. You need to learn and you have to have that experience. So I love this pageant for that.
So it sounds like you were interested, went through the process, and appreciated the process about learning about Gurao.
Yes.
What's so special? Because I was at the pageant, by the way, and you had one of the dresses that I thought, how in the world are they keeping that together? So my brain, although I'm seeing, I'm thinking, how do you keep that together? How was that magical dress? Because you really had an impactful dress.
Well, over the years, I got better at my modeling, walking, and I was really scared for that dress because I didn't want to trip over it or make a mess on stage. Yeah, but I did really good this year with my modeling and my confidence, and and during my confidence, I built up so much level that I was strong enough to like leave it alone and not worry about anything and just walk it off and make a best impression.
No, you were handling that dress just fine. I was mesmerized by the talent that took for people to think outside the box because the dress is very, very impressive. So I'm sure it's going to go down on history as one of those very powerful presentations of La Cultura. Now, talk to us a little bit. What does it feel you're in middle school? How does it feel to be in middle school and have this title of the queen?
Well, not a lot of people know. I keep it to
Oh,
myself.
are you serious?
I think a couple of my teachers know because the week of the Puerto Rican Day Parade in Hartford, I think a bunch of my teachers called on and saw me on news. So I know after that week, they came up to me like, "You're Miss Puerto Rico." I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I didn't want you to know that, but and tell me, why did you keep that to yourself? That's it's interesting.
Yeah, I know. A bunch of people are always like, you should embrace it. You should tell everybody. And it's like, it is really much like, I love it. I love being it. But sometimes I keep it to myself. Like, not a lot of my friends know. My closest friends do, though, because they see me everywhere. But the mayor knows in East Hartford, and they shout out me on my school page. So yeah, the day I won.
I think that's such a mature decision, though, to separate that space from the rest of what you're doing. I mean, at the age of 12, I think that's incredible that you made that decision to say, you know what, I don't need this here at school. You are very known for being kind. The gossip out in the street is good gossip. They say that you're very kind, always trying to help others, motivating others. I saw a lot of that at Maria Sanchez. And you seem like a young lady that has a lot of light. I mean, you captivated me. So that should be something. Um, where do you get this very soothing, beautiful personality of yours?
My mom.
You know
I
what?
love that shit of her.
That goes on the record. That's the quickest answer I've ever heard from mom. Like, I asked you what time it is, 3 o'clock. From mom. Where else am I gonna get that? That makes perfect
I don't
sense.
think I have any part of my father. I think I have just most of my dad, my mom, to be honest.
Mommy took everything,
Yeah.
right? Mommy took
I look
everything.
just like my father, but I have my mom's personality.
That's amazing. At least dad can claim your features, right? He's like, pero se parece a mí, se parece a mí. He's my baby. So you are also very athletic.
Yeah. I
So add to that. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm a cheerleader for the Falcons, and this year I won tryout for softball, so I'm excited for that.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right. What do you like the most about sports? What does it offer you?
I just like getting active. I like being outside. I am flexible, so it's like another escape place where I can just be myself and like be free. So it's fun.
That's beautifully put. Beautifully put. Now, when you enter the pageant, what did you expect? Did you, because we all have expectations, right? Like this could happen, that could happen. Oh God, I don't hope that happens. Please don't make me do that. How was that? How was that for you?
I was really nervous. I was like really shy, but to know the girls more, and I got more like I got a lot of friendships throughout the pageant. The queen from last year, Michelle Sanchez, I am very close with. So I knew a bunch of the girls to like I got close with. So doing like during practices, I was okay. I was like I could be free around them because I got to get more comfortable around them while make me better so I can be like how do I explain this?
No, you're doing a great job explaining it.
Myself.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that would help me. But I was nervous for probably culture class when we would have to presentate our boards in front of the judges that scored from New Haven and stuff. So I was really nervous for that. But I think I do better more than public speaking now since that happened. So I think that culture class helped me a lot with my public speaking because I was not I was really scared and shy. So that
It,
helped me.
it is. It is yeah, it is. But it sounds like it comes naturally to you. Some things are natural for you. They're just not easy
It
because
just
you've never
depends
done
on
them. You've never done them before. That makes perfect sense. Now, tell us a little bit. I was teasing you because you are the only girl, the only female, part of mama, in a
both
house
sides actually. Both
on both sides, mom and dad.
sides.
Ay, santísimo. Okay. So, how do you see that? How do you see that playing out for you? Is that a pro? I don't care. Too bad I'm the girl. What do you want to say?
Well, she's not the only girl from both sides. I get spoiled a lot.
Oh, I love hearing that.
I'm very much spoiled, but I don't have a older sister to look up to, so that's why I look way more up to my mom than anything else. So yes, I looked up to my older brothers, but they're mostly like there to protect me or to play with me or to be there for me. But my mom's over here to support me, to be there for me, for everything. Anything I want, I get, and she's like my sister basically. She's my best friend. She's my everything.
Okay, this sounds like definitely a Mother's Day announcement. It sounds like something we could put together for Mother's Day. Could you say that again? That's the most beautiful thing. She's your best friend. You get spoiled. The fact that you can feel that richness and know how blessed you are that they love you that much and that mama it can be your best friend. That's like
I'm
huge.
double lucky. I have two dads that are awesome and great. So
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
yeah,
That is awesome. That's a great, rich, healthy way to look. But it sounds like you're very grateful for that, though.
yes.
At 12, yeah,
They
right.
mean more to me. My stepdad, I known him for like 5 years now. He's like my he's my bonus dad.
I love it.
He's the best thing ever. He's always there for me, like my mom, to support me throughout the pageant. He was there for me. My bio dad, he's everything. I'm always with him throughout. He would be there for the day of the pageant. He was really proud of me. They were all very proud of me. The day of the pageant, I was supported with a lot of people that day. I had a lot of people there for me, and I was super happy. So.
Yeah, the yelling in the audience kind
Yes.
of told us that. Yep, yep, yep. The cheering of the audience. Now, let's be fair to your father. That's Edward Aponte. All right, so shout out, Dad.
Yes.
You're cool. We like you too, Dad. It's
Yes.
all good. It's all good. Seventh grade. What is that like today? Because, and the reason I ask you this question is because you guys have a lot more going on now as preteens than I ever even imagined in my life. Facebook went down for a couple hours the other day and people were going nuts. I was just like, okay, it's not what we do for a living, so we don't need it to survive. But a lot of people were like traumatized and not people who had businesses who were doing transactions, and that makes sense. But a lot of people were just like, what the world? What do you mean? And what do we do without Facebook? I'm like, you read, you write, you go outside. I don't know. You work? I don't know. But it was very interesting. How is that for you? I mean, because seventh grade, you have all of these accolades already at 12 years old. You have a loving family. And social media is a big part
Yeah.
of life right now.
I think if my TikTok for everyone would have went down, I think life would end for everyone.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. I got scared. I was like, oh my God, what's happening? This is a traumatic experience, but in my generation, you bought the newspaper, all that kind of stuff. So I was a little bit unsupportive because I didn't understand the panic, except for those who were like business. Now I understand it because my granddaughter's 17 and the heck? The world has ended. On TikTok, on the social media, how do you feel that people treat you?
I would say like treated. How would you?
Do you feel comfortable on social media? Are people
Yeah,
kind?
I feel fine on social media. I look up to it like trends, like new shoes, new like clothing style. I'm very much into that. So what everyone's doing, I would take pieces to my own hands, like how I wear my dresses.
Uh-huh.
And I put shoes into it, sneakers. I like heels, but if it's a really cute outfit and it's a event outfit, I would always put some shoes into it, some cute sneakers. So I look up to it for more of the trends, to take more ideas of what I can do. Mostly my hair too. When I was little, I didn't know really what to do with my hair, so I had my mom do it. But once I got into fifth grade and I got my first phone, I started getting into social media and seeing all what people do with their hair, and curly hair is like a lot to deal with. So
Yeah, my granddaughter has the same hair.
yeah, so I don't let my mom touch my hair anymore. That's all to me.
How dare you? That's your best friend. How dare you? But
Yeah.
it was time for you to learn. So let's talk a little bit about that because I think it's very interesting that you bring this up because we have so many different hairs. We have the straight, we have the curly, we have the rich curl, the tight curl, the loose curl. So it was important for you to figure out how to do your hair on your own.
Yeah.
Mom must have been doing an incredible job that you wanted to compete and do it yourself.
Yeah, well, fifth grade, I see other people's hair, and I know in the morning, like, we kind of were always in a rush, and Puerto Ricans are always late, so.
Are we?
Yes, we're always late. So I was always late, and I'm still late to this same day, but I
The
got
secret is that everybody else is too early.
yeah. But I got more into like doing my hair, makeup, TikTok, like dances. I got more into that. So doing my hair was it was a struggle at first, but I got better at mostly. Yeah, I don't let my mom touch my hair at all. That's crazy. I mean, she will like if I do want a straight hair day, then she will do that because I'm scared of flat iron. Yeah, I am
Love it.
scared. But
Yeah, I've gotten burned by that. It's not pleasant.
I got
Um,
burned in my hair before, and that's why I'm scared.
yeah,
Oh,
I didn't like that sensation.
I cut when I was around 6 or 7. I cut my hair. I cut my
Uh-huh.
bangs, and I cut them right here.
Oh no.
My hair was straight, and I didn't think anything of it because I have regular curly hair. And once I washed it, it was like down here. So, mom slicked back my hair every day until it got longer.
Good for mom. That must have been so terrifying to mom. What did you do? ¿Qué hiciste, nena?
I was traumatized.
I was
I
trying to handle this business.
I thought I was going like right here, but I went up here, but I thought it was like right here. So and my
You
hair
didn't
was,
take into consideration that it
yeah.
was going to be curly.
I'm not a hair stylist like that.
Not yet. Not yet. I love that story. My nephew decided that his eyebrows, which he was complimented about the entire time, because it's very, and he decided that he was going to cut those. And we were just like, okay, like literally went for it. So your people are showing up, which is your maestra, Juanita Grifin.
Hi.
Hi. Here is one of our great supporters, Saimar Cruz. Saimi, who was the winner of the contest last week. She was also at La Gala of Maria Sanchez, so she was part also of the crew. So she got to see you up close and personal as well. So tell us a little bit. Oh, I love these stories. This is so awesome. I'm enjoying this so much. Tell us a little bit about what would you say to the young women who are looking at you and going, "Wow, maybe I can do that. Am I pretty enough? Am I this enough, that enough?" What would you say to them?
I would say my advice would be to all the young people that to believe in themselves. I didn't believe in myself when I was little, and still right now. I mean, I'm 12 and I will get more confident later on, but it took a while to look at myself in the mirror and be happy of what I am, who I'm like coming. Yeah. So, um, I just say believe in yourself. You're gonna get there, and you're not gonna be perfect, and that's okay because everyone's not perfect. And you may think this one girl's just you may think I'm perfect, but in picture I'm not. So seeing that on photos, seeing how happy people be, but not knowing what's really going on, it's it's like it's like makeup, where you covering stuff up, and when you take it off, you know what they're actually what it is. So I just say, yeah, just believe in yourself. You'll get there. So
Wow, maybe Miss Connecticut, maybe Miss Puerto Rico. I mean, that's a beautiful answer. That's an incredible answer. And to be able to make out of that an analogy between, it's like wearing makeup. That's one that everybody can relate to, even if they don't wear makeup, right? So I think that's one anybody can relate to. So jot it down, people. That's a good one to use. I think psychologists would probably love that one as well. Uh, Tell me a little bit about Gurabo. What do
okay.
you and tell everybody that you're going. She's going. When are you going?
I go April 4th. I go April 4th all the way to the 12th. For the first time, I will be in Puerto Rico, and I'll be going to see my town and my aunt that's there. I will go be meeting her. She's from my grandfather's side, so I'll be able to see family and enjoy Puerto Rico and see my town, the beautiful colors, how Puerto Rico is, how hot it is. Yeah. So, and in May, I will be attending the Puerto Rican Day Parade in Puerto Rico, which is so exciting, and I'm really excited to be a part of.
So at 12, you get to be part of the Puerto Rican parade in Puerto Rico, la Isla del Encanto. You're representing Gurabo.
Yes.
When you started learning about Gurabo, part of what mommy and dad and family told you, when you were in the cultural classes, what was something impactful to you that you went, huh, that's in Gurabo? That's part of me?
What I liked about my town is we have a female mayor that her name is Rosacelli Rivera. So I got to learn more about her, and she's the mayor of Gurabo. So I got to learn more of her.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I love women empowerment. My talent was women empowerment, and it was amazing. I love doing. I did it twice in a year in a row of doing like a poem but lyrical dancing to it, and it was all about women empowerment. So I was happy about it.
So you feel very comfortable in your own skin, it sounds like, and you're 12 years old. Lord, if I could bottle you and just share it with the other people. And the fact that you understand that with time, you will gain even more and more skills. So that's why I always say to adults like me who are in the grandparent zone that we have a lot to learn from you all. We have a lot to learn from you all in your experience, in your development. I think that when we have young ladies like you, we just assume that, we forget you're 12. Do you know what I mean? It's like we got to remind ourselves she's 12. You know what I mean? Because you sound so uh, amazingly proud of your family. You're very close to your mom. Tell me, when you think of your studies, I know it's early, so I'm not the type who says, "What are you going to be when you grow up?" I'm not, because I expect you to change your mind. It's okay, learn new things, all of that kind of stuff. But right now, what crosses your mind if you thought of your future? What's hot right now, as they like to say?
What I can see myself in the future of right now,
Right now, today. That's all I'm holding you to today.
honestly, I would see myself in New York, um, having my own shop, and it's designer, fashion, clothing. I'm very much into that, so I see myself like there.
So we're going to have a designer in New York who we've met at 12, who we hopefully I'll be young enough to buy some of your designs. If not, I'll be buying it for my grandchildren. But that sounds super cool. That's like a solid plan.
Yeah.
Solid plan. Here's one of your sisters who's also been here. I
Hi,
guess
Mandy.
Mandy Young. She did a beautiful job as well, speaking to us, and she watches the podcast quite often, and her mom, which is super cool. So that's one of your sisters right there. Tell me about, oh my God, you have so much going on here. Tell me a little bit about the people that you meet. You said to me, you probably mentioned a name and I know who they are. Okay. What are those names that you think about like immediately? What are some of the
Sammy. or
Sammy?
or Gladys, my best friend basically. I've known Gladys for a while now. She's one of my favorites, but there's more. There's I say Sonia or hmm. Oh, Juanita.
Oh
She's
no, Juanita got you. She's already here. Juanita got you. I think it's
oh,
lovely that you are able to be in the presence of very unique and powerful women in their own right, because we're all are different, right? So
mm,
they all offer you something different. Being powerful is about being okay with who you are.
yeah.
It's not about money. It's not about positions. All those things are great, but that's not who you are. That's not the essence of who you are. So when young people ask you, um, what's your hobby? What do you got for them? A
There's
part of torturing my brothers.
that's one. I'm a lot. I'm a cheerleader. I want to be a softball player. I'm a TikToker. I'm a dancer. There's a lot. I'm a queen. I love to do makeup. There's many. again, I love to do fashion. I love shoes. My family's a sneakerhead.
Oh boy. Yeah, yeah. And you're like, I want more shoes.
Especially with boys in the house, they're muchly a sneakerhead. I think our whole collection of sneakers costs more than our house.
Yeah, so you can put them outside and say to any burglar, just take the sneakers.
Yeah.
Trust me, just take the sneakers. That's how I feel in my house about tools. I'm like, if a robber comes inside the house, I'm going to have to beat them because you should know that you want the tools. That's where the real big money is in the tools. Now you get the opportunity to be surrounded by all of this wisdom and love. Your mom being, a pioneer in her own right. I mean, you have a great role model, your family, all of those things. If someone would ask you, what would you like to see change in our community? What are some of the things that you look around and go, oh, I wish we could do something about this, or I'm going to do something about it?
Having more kids like me involved in community service and helping more around Hartford and a lot more community service. There's need a lot of people that need help right now and
Hmm.
struggling, which I have been through that with family and I understand what they would be going through. So something like that.
That is beautiful. I hope you're listening to this queen. That is like some of us have dedicated our lives to doing that. So we would appreciate all hands on deck. And I'm so impacted by the fact or touched by the fact that you can recognize that need right now, like right now, and that your past experience with someone needing something brings you to listen, I carry a crown. I know certain people, I may be able to impact that in future. You
Yeah.
can definitely, you already made history. So continue to do that. How is it today? I mean, are you excited? You're in seventh grade. I know you have a couple, a little bit before you go to high school. Do you think about high school and how that's going to be for you?
Oh, I'm so nervous. I know.
Uh-huh.
I'm so nervous. That's a big step for me. But I know that I'll be going through. I'm going in high school around sophomore. I will be doing the pageant again, so I will have another hobbies in school because school is always first. So I'll be in school, but then I'll be doing the pageant again a couple years later. So I'm excited for that. Um, I don't see much stuff that I want to work for in high school right now. There's nothing that I want to. There's only one big thing that I'm looking forward to in high school, which is cheerleading because they have their own competition
Yes.
team and stuff. So I'm excited for that. But high school's scary to me, so I'm not excited for that.
I get it. Totally get it. That's why I presented the question. Is there any, you got it. Somebody saying, you got it. Now, being the queen is not the only thing that you are, and you do a really good job, which again, this is light, young one, which I totally respect. Do you know that? I respect you. You're 12 years old. I am your senior by several years, but I have respect for you. And I think it's really important for us as the older generation to show that respect and really inspire you guys. Now, you said you were a TikToker.
Yes.
Speak to the 55-year-old. What the heck is a TikToker?
um, for me, I would say I love to dance. Like I love doing dances. I love makeup. I love makeup. I'm a makeup fan. Yeah, that's like my hobby in my room, just to put on a bunch of makeup right before my shower and just like do a real cool face of makeup. It's so fun. I love doing dances though. I can learn a dance in like 5 minutes and I'll be down.
Yeah, all of us can. I don't think so. That is amazing. Now, I love the way that you are able to put everything in order. Now, you did say school is always first. It's been number one. Has that been the family model for you? I mean, was that instilled in you that,
Yes,
you know,
NCICD, very much.
okay. Also, NCICD. School is first. That is so wonderful. When you think of education, how much value? Obviously, school is first, but do you see the value in getting an education
Yeah.
at such a
Yeah, you become a new person. Getting all those years in school, it's worth it for jobs later in the day. I looked up to my mom because what she is right now is like what she works for right now is amazing, and I love how she has her master's and degrees for many things that I'm not gonna know yet until later, but I know that she worked for it, so I see a lot of potential in school, what people work for that. So
I am just in love with the fact that you love your mom and admire her so much. So I hope all of you are taking notes that this is possible uh, for children to actually admire, love, and admire in a healthy way. In a healthy way, which I think is very healthy when you say, I really look at mom. And it's very important for us to hear also as adults that you're always looking at us, even when, I don't like you, take me to the mall. That's actually a book, by the way. There's a whole book written about that. But talking about makeup, when I was much younger, right? You feel free to laugh about this. I had a rock and roll star that I loved. Don't ask me why. I know now I loved her. Her name was Pat Benatar. Well, is Pat Benatar. And she wore blue eyeshadow. So anytime I could get my hands on blue eyeshadow, I will send you a picture. You'd be like, oh my God, you had no friends that were able to tell you that this was not bad, that this was not good. I look at the pictures now and I go, wow, my friends were not nice. They never told me about this blue eyeshadow. So I've always loved, a makeup. So I totally get it. So feel free, but I'll send you a picture. I'll send mom a picture so you can take a look at it. What is a normal day? One that's tiring, like now. What's a normal day for the queen?
um, I wake up at like 7 when I'm supposed to be waking up at 6. I'm always late. I get dressed, wake up, do the normal morning routine, then I walk to school every morning. Walk back after school. On Wednesdays, I will head to practice for the girls and have a long day there, helping out and stuff. That's always fun for me though. That's like what I look forward to that week. So every Monday it's like I got practice on Monday, Wednesday. Yeah.
That's mom, y'all. So if anybody's wondering, she's not talking to herself. That is mom. It's not Alexa, it's mom.
Yeah. And then I
Beautiful.
come home and take a shower, have mom's already cooked some rice, some Puerto Rican style, or if my mom doesn't want to cook, I'll call with my grandfather and have him send some food. So
This is like a wonderful life. I'm loving this.
yeah.
Si mami no cocina, yo llamo abuelo. Just
And
like
I
that.
have to do that often, call my grandfather for food.
Your mother has that problem of 300 jobs, right? And you
Yes.
guys,
She
how,
doesn't come home until 5 in the afternoon, so
how dare she have a job? I mean, like, what's going on with that mom?
she's
Um,
busy.
she's a busy woman. Yes, she's a busy woman. We're gonna focus on carrying the crown. When is the new queen? I mean, the pageant coming up, and tell us when the new pageant is coming up, the next pageant, and then tell me how does that make you feel when you know that the queen needs to pass on her crown.
So the new pageant is going to be May 25th, 2024. But for the rest of it, I'm very kind of sad to like end my journey for a couple more years because I will be doing it when I'm 15. But I do have like 4 years, 5 years to once I get back to 15. So I'm like kind of sad to leave it all. And I know I am gonna miss it for a lot because the summer I won't have any events to go to. I won't be busy. I will be home and not doing anything too much.
I
So,
don't think that's the way it's going to go. I can predict that you won't be home much.
well, yeah, no. I think I will be out and about. But, I will miss a bunch of my events going to with the girls. And I am excited for the new queen to have them experience what I experienced. And it was really fun. But stay involved with the community. I want to look into more on that. Probably like community service, as I was saying earlier. I want to look into more helping out in the summer. This summer, I helped out with the benches at one of the parks, Poe Park, and we painted the benches. Repainted them green, but it was really fun. I got to do it with Sammy. There was a bunch of people there to help out. It was really fun, and it was a nice hot day, so it was cool. But yeah, I will really miss it. So it's gonna be sad to leave it all.
I'm going to again compliment you because I want you to hear this over and over and over again. The way that you are able to take two emotions and put them together. You can be really happy for something that's going to take place and also be sad that that's not going to be your normal anymore, but you're going to have a new normal,
Yeah.
if you will. But I think you've offered so much and you're very loved in the community. I mean, as all the queens I think are. Um, and I've seen your light. Is there in community service? In what area do you think you want to do some work? Because there's so much to do.
A
I'm
lot.
sure your mom will tell you that there's 3,000 places and things that you can do. But what's your heart say? What's an area that you think you want to work on?
I would say feeding the homeless. That would be my big number one.
You know that's my field, right?
I didn't know that.
Right. Wow. 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 That's all I gotta say. Come on down anytime you want, boo.
Yeah,
Anytime you
I will
want.
call you.
Come on down tell me how do you see the homeless? I mean, what tugs at your heart when you think about someone being homeless?
I would say just seeing what they're going through. Like Hartford is it's there's a good side and then there's the bad side. So
Mhm.
just as I was growing up, I lived in Hartford. So with my like seeing my grandparents live down the street, you'll see kids just being with their parents on the street, and it would hurt me because kids growing up on the street, it's not gonna be that's not a good life. It hurts to see that because I always grown up with a house over my head. So I know other kids don't have that and they don't have what I have because I am spoiled. So people people don't they don't I think that people don't see what other people are going through. Like having people that don't even get to get dinner in the night hurts because people don't understand that you don't you're not you that's another thing. Wasting stuff. My stepdad has teach me a lot about that. We do not waste in the house. We will take food home and we will finish it. But like that like reminds me more about like homeless. Like they don't have any food. Like you don't they don't have anything. So it's like I'm grateful to be out going to dinner with family. I'm grateful for having a roof over my head. I'm grateful to go downstairs and everything's perfect.
I want to cry out of joy. No, absolutely. I mean this, love. I want to. I'm very touched by the fact. And let me tell you one thing. I think you're not spoiled because you're not a brat. I've seen those, um, and they struggle a little bit more. But you are aware, so I think you are absolutely loved in a very healthy way. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And everything you're getting, you deserve. So, and it's okay. That's what we wish for everybody, right? for every family, for every kid to feel like I am loved, I am seen, I am heard. However, your cup is overflowing, right? With good things and you want to share it with the world. I
Mhm.
think that is magical. I am still trying to get through the heads of 50 and 60-year-olds that. So maybe you want to come with me and I will say, listen to Jenna Lee. I'm going to be quiet. Now listen to her. She gets it. She totally gets it. One of the most wonderful things that I think is having people like you and the other queens going out and expressing that concern really will help us mobilize community. And I think your voice and your young voices have such power, okay? And you will be able to take, the torch from us. I'd gladly give it to you, once you finish school, because, I know that's the priority. I'd be like, here, you can have it. I'm going to go on a vacation. See ya. Bye. So it would be lovely to see more of that. So I hope that other young women and young ones are looking at you and going, whoa, I didn't think of that. So you're very well loved, and you are aware of it. The fact that you have food and a roof and all of that, that is a blessing. I think that's wonderful. Wow. I'm like holding back here, holding back. Um, Tell me what excites you about being able to say, I'm Puerto Rican.
There's a lot. And my number one would be
That's it. You want to run the show? That's it. I'll take these off, give you the camera, and then I'm done.
my number one would be the food. My grandfather's cooking is the world. Like, I think my stepdad, like, loves my grandfather's food. He would literally, when my mom would go on business trips, every night we would leave the house and go to my grandfather's house just for dinner because my mom wasn't home to cook, and it was amazing. It was
That's
so fun.
great.
And I love learning how to cook those Puerto Rican dishes. Those was my fun. I learned how to make, let me see if I can say this right, empanadillas
Mhm.
with my mom. That was fun. I mostly ate all the meat, but it was fun. I
How
love,
else do you make them? Yeah, I
right.
spill the meat
You
all
gotta
the
get a
time.
little taste out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, I love learning how to make those cultural dishes. But those but there's more. There's like the music. That's one of the things. I love dancing. Salsa, that's, I do take salsa classes every Friday.
Do.
Yeah, I do.
Where do you take your salsa classes?
In Hartford, around New New Park. Yeah.
That is wonderful. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I just started my first class like 2 weeks ago or something like that. That was really fun. I'm doing it with my cousins and we're learning a bunch of steps and stuff. And in the pageant right now, we're doing salsa for the group opening dance. So it's like I've got to do two things at once, and it's really exciting. I love dancing with the music. My favorite is either Romeo Santos or Mark Anthony. It's
Oh,
Spanish.
okay. All right. All right. I'm with you. Okay.
But when I didn't know this, bachata is not Puerto Rican. I thought it was, but it's Dominican. So when I heard that it was not Puerto Rican, I was sad because I love bachata, but it's not our culture, which is fine. We can still embrace it, but
Santo Domingo is beautiful, and we have, so many brothers and sisters from Santo Domingo, but Santo Domingo is going to claim it. And salsa is actually originally from Cuba. So we have given it the world in Puerto Rico. So it's become part of our subculture, which is amazing. And I love salsa too. So, girl, I'm with you anytime.
I liked last year because we got to do bomba, and that was really fun. I got to do it straight 2 years in a row. That was fun.
Oh my God, just the sound of dun 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 dun, right? Right? It just like moves your feet. You can't help it. It just is sounds of the bomba y la plena. And but we have in Puerto Rico, we've had the privilege of having so many artists from all over the world. And they have been able to develop their talent and be very, embraced and welcome by the Puerto Ricans right there with you. So you will be in April. I'm holding on for you, babe. You will be in April in Puerto Rico and then go back
in May. And
in
I'm
May.
so excited for May, which I'm very much excited for April because it'll be my first time. But May is like my day. I'm so excited. It'll be like the last time. My queens are going too. My sisters, they are going with me. But it'll be the last time they'll see us as like our big opening event, which will be because the week after would be the pageant for the new queens. So it's like that will be our day to give it all.
That is amazing. I'm gonna have you. I know you gotta go to bed, child, because I can see you. Janelle, I wanna hear from you. What advice would you give the youth? Y todos ustedes se pueden quedar para el concurso. We'll let this queen gather herself to go to school tomorrow. Um, what what's your message to those young folks?
Again, I would advise to the young people is to believe in yourself and don't forget about our roots. That's our number one. Also, I would like to promote the CICD Krispy Kreme fundraisers, $14 a box. Money has to be in by March 16th. So yeah.
And where do we get this?
The CICD page.
Okay, so tell us again, so we won't forget. One more time.
The CICD Krispy Kreme fundraisers, 14 for a box, and money has to be in by March 16th.
So we can order online? Is that how it
You
goes?
can go on the CICD page or
That
on
is
my page too.
your page. Well, make sure you tag me so I can share with people so they can follow you too.
Thank you, donuts.
Donuts are always good. My hips don't, appreciate it, but my mouth loves them. Hence my cheeks, right? I want to congratulate you,
Thank you.
your mom, your dad, your stepdad, el abuelo que cocina como dinamita. And also your entire family for bringing us such a beautiful human being. Okay, we are so grateful to you for representing us with such quality and dignity, and so grateful to your parents for sharing you with the rest of the world. This space is always open to you whenever you want to talk about a topic. It's open to Mandy and any of the other sisters, and feel free to use it. Stay with us. I'm going to wrap up here. For all of you, todos aquellos que hayan estado pendientes al concurso que me están texteando, tan solo para la noche de hoy tienen que ver la entrevista y tienen que ir a las redes sociales de esta reina, a la que me envíen un comprobante. I sound like I work for Eastern Airlines and JetBlue. Get in your seats, put on your seatbelt. We'll soon depart. Welcome to Puerto Rico. You'll hear that. The minute you land, you have to applaud.
Okay.
If you don't, I will cry. You send me a video of you applauding.
Okay. Oh, we're on the same plane.
Yes. But for all of you who want to receive that prize, send me a copy. Send me a picture that you have gone to Denali's page and hit like, so you get to know a lot more about her. Remember, I say this to you and I say this to the audience. A crown is given to you at birth. We are all kings, we're all queens. So even when that heavy thing that you have there comes off of your physical health, the head, you will always be a queen. You were a queen before it, and you will always be a queen.
Mhm.
Okay?
Thank
We're
you
straight.
so much for this opportunity. So.
Anytime, my love. Para todos ustedes, los vemos el jueves próximo, el Café con Lili. Suscríbanse al canal, subscribe to the channel. It helps me a lot to have interviews like the one we just had. Soon we will have Dr. Margaret Hungerford, who will talk to us one more time about hidden depression. Her book is an international book. She is so well known and well loved. And she's been here on the podcast before, has had a great time with us, and has a lot to offer. Take care of your mental health. Take care of our youth. Let them pour into you. So let's welcome our youth and let's share with them. Good night, everybody. Gracias, mamita. Dios te bendiga. Say hi to your mom, which I said to before, but I want to taste Abuelo's food. I think I want to taste Abuelo's food. Yeah. So talk to Abuelo and say, that lady says she wants to taste her food.
Stop watching her now.
Good night, my love. God bless you.
Bye.
Buenas noches a todos. Dios me los bendiga y los veo próximamente. Ahora me voy a Instagram y le hago el resumen a todos ustedes. Buenas noches.
Bye.